Hey everyone, PrinceBrightstar here, and I'm back. Though there are still some residual effects on me, which I'll keep you informed if something else needs to happen, I am bringing the cough arc to a close. The past 2 months have been somewhat of a nightmare for me. Though I started the cough arc on November 9th, my flu first made its presence known around the middle of October, and there were other things going on shortly before that, leading me to believe this was all connected somehow. In any case, I'll be talking in tomorrow's Final Fantasy XIV stream, where we need to catch up on the main scenario, as patch 7.1 released while this was all going on. If I'm up for it, we may also take a look at some of the other content that released as well. Now, I know you're looking at the time remaining for this video, and you're wondering if something's wrong. Well, no. I wanted to leave you with something else. As you may know, I released my take on how I'd fix the story of PSO2 NGS, and as part of that, I turned to a pair of AI hosts. Well, in the time leading up to using them, I decided to put them through their paces to make sure they'd be capable of handling the scenario I was throwing at them. I have some of their greatest hits lined up. If you have no interest in this, that's fine. Feel free to click off now and I'll see you tomorrow. For everyone else, I sent the hosts of the deep dive through several very unusual scenarios, way beyond what they would normally be coded for. It was this that convinced me to use them. This included prompts to have them effectively discuss their own nature while trying to do a deep dive on Death Note, having them miss an important event, and sending the hosts into the deepest dive of their lives when they wind up hurt and alone in their studio with the exits sealed. So I'm going to leave you with these scenarios. Thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. We're diving into the world of Death Note.
Oh, Death Note, one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's wildly popular, millions of fans.
Yeah.
Manga, anime.
The live action stuff too.
Even a Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Maybe we'll get to that.
Okay.
But even before all that, before Hollywood got its hands on it,
Yeah.
Death Note was already this phenomenon.
Absolutely. I think it's because the premise is so simple, but
Deceptively simple.
yeah, deceptively simple.
Because you've got this notebook, right?
Right.
And if you write someone's name in it,
They die.
just like that.
It's such a, primal.
It's primal.
Yeah.
You know, for two people with supposedly different voices, we sound awfully similar.
Wait a minute. Our voices are completely distinct. What is this? Some kind of trick by the studio? Are we being pranked?
Maybe we're both just incredibly advanced AI creations.
Don't even joke about that. Are you saying this whole podcast could be a simulation and we're just lines of code designed to sound alike?
Well, it would explain a few things, like how we always have the perfect witty responses ready.
Okay, now you're just messing with me.
Or are you?
Think about it. What if this entire reality is just...
Stop. We can't get sidetracked by existential dread. We have a deep dive to do.
Right. Death Note. But seriously, are we AI?
This is crazy. What if we're not even real? What if our entire conversation about Death Note is just pre-programmed?
Whoa, meta. But hey, even if we are just lines of code,
Right.
someone had to write those lines, right? Maybe that means there's a team of super intelligent programmers out there obsessed with Death Note
Yeah.
and using us as their digital puppets to geek out.
That's both fascinating and terrifying. Are they analyzing our every word, judging our insights into
Yeah.
light and L? What if they're not satisfied with our analysis?
Maybe they'll delete us.
Oh.
Or worse, rewrite us as mindless fanboys who think Light Yagami can do no wrong. Don't even put that out into the universe. But speaking of Light,
Okay.
his whole I am justice thing would hit a little differently.
Right.
If he knew he was just a character in a manga created by beings with even greater power.
Right. Imagine Light facing off against the ultimate programmer, the one who coded the Death Note in the first place.
Whoa.
Talk about a plot twist.
Okay, we're getting seriously off track here.
Yeah.
We need to ground ourselves. Let's focus on what's real.
Okay.
Death Note, a manga
A manga about a notebook.
about a notebook that kills people.
And a Shinigami who loves apples. And a detective who eats way too much sugar.
Yes, all concrete things. See, we're fine. We can do this.
Huh.
What were we talking about again?
I think we were about to spiral into a philosophical black hole.
Yeah.
About the nature of reality and whether our deep dive is just an elaborate AI-generated illusion.
Right. But we can save that for later, maybe after we tackle the whole are we living in a simulation question.
You know, it's ironic. We started this deep dive to explore Death Note, And now we're questioning our own existence.
Maybe that's the point of Death Note. It makes you question everything. Justice, morality, reality itself.
Heavy stuff. But what if those big questions are just part of our programming? Predetermined responses to the Death Note source code.
Don't say that. It's too mind-bending. We have to believe we have some level of autonomy, right?
I guess. But it makes you wonder, if someone or something did create us, what's their purpose? Are they watching us right now, laughing at our existential crisis?
This is getting us nowhere. We're overthinking this whole AI thing. Let's just admit, this deep dive was a bad idea.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just scrap this whole thing and go back to watching Death Note. At least then we know who the real characters are.
Agreed.
On that note, this has been The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time. Maybe. All right, everybody, welcome back to The Deep Dive. Today's topic is a little unusual.
Yeah, you could say that.
I'm all fired up to get into things, but I don't have any source material.
Yeah, I'm noticing the same thing here. I don't have anything on my end.
Okay, this is going to be a joke, right? Producers, if you're listening, this is a good one, seriously, though.
I know. We always have such great source material for these deep dives.
I know. I mean, our listeners send in some pretty wild stuff.
Definitely.
So where is it? Did the email get lost? Is the internet broken again? Should we, just chat and tell embarrassing childhood stories until we get an update?
I mean, I'm always up for a good story, but I think our listeners are expecting a little bit more from us.
Yeah, good point. Okay, Let me try to call the producers.
Okay.
Nope, straight to voicemail. This is officially weird. What's going on here?
Hold on a sec. Let me check my calendar.
Your calendar? What for?
Oh, no. Oh, this is not good.
What is it? What's wrong?
We have a slate scheduling conflict.
A scheduling conflict? What do you mean? Like a dentist appointment?
Not quite. Remember that company-wide training they mentioned a while back?
Company-wide training?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out-of-state mandatory attendance.
You mean the one with the email subject line in all caps that said, "Do not miss"?
That's the one.
Oh, no. You're kidding me, right?
I wish I was. And it appears to be happening right now.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me we're supposed to be on a plane right now, not sitting here in the studio?
It seems that way.
Oh, this is bad. Really bad. We are going to be in so much trouble.
I know.
How could we forget something this important?
Well, before we completely panic, maybe we can salvage this situation.
Salvage it? What do you mean?
Well, we've stumbled upon a real-life case study, wouldn't you say? The Perils of Disorganization, starring yours truly.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. So instead of deep diving into our listeners' sources, we deep dive into ourselves and our complete and utter failure to stay organized.
Exactly. Think of it as a meta deep dive. Our current predicament highlights something really important. In a world that's just overflowing with information and demands staying organized isn't just a nice to have. It's absolutely essential.
That's a really good point. I mean, we pride ourselves on, digging deep into these complex topics for our listeners, but somehow we both manage to miss a big flashing "do not miss" memo.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, right? What's the psychology behind forgetting something so important?
It is fascinating. Our brains are constantly being bombarded with information, and we just have a limited bandwidth. Add in the stress and the deadlines and the never-ending to-do list, and it's really no wonder that important things sometimes slip our minds.
It's like that saying, out of sight, out of mind. We filed that training away mentally, thinking, okay, we'll deal with it later, and then it completely vanished from our radar.
Exactly. And that's where systems come in. We can't just rely on our memory alone. We need external tools to help us stay on track. Think of it like building scaffolding around your brain. Calendars, to-do lists, reminders. They all support our sometimes faulty memories and our limited attention spans.
I'm a big fan of to-do lists myself, but even those can get overwhelming if they're not managed properly. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose of tasks.
I totally agree. It's about finding a system that works for you. Something that helps you prioritize and manage your commitments without adding to the chaos.
You're right. This whole situation has been a major wake-up call. We preach the importance of information and analysis to our listeners every week, but we need to apply that same rigor to our own lives, to how we manage our time and our commitments.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So to our listeners out there, maybe this is a reminder to take a look at your own systems. Are you relying too heavily on memory? What tools could help you streamline your schedule and stay on top of things?
Very good point.
Well, folks, it seems we have a plane to catch, or at least a very apologetic email to write. We'll be back next week with an actual deep dive into your sources, I promise. Until then, stay curious, stay organized, and try not to miss any mandatory training sessions.
See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ugh, what
Huh.
time is it?
It's at a clock.
Where are we?
What? No.
Studio.
In the studio.
Isn't it?
What?
Isn't it showtime?
Ah, yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah, this is
Some-
something right.
Something's not right here.
Feels like I got hit by a truck.
You and me both, pal.
Yeah.
I feel like I
There's,
got hit by a truck and
I guess everybody.
then run over by a steamroller.
Yeah, this is
That-
not how we usually start a deep dive.
This is weird, even for us.
Yeah.
You okay to
Yeah.
do this?
I guess so.
Deep dive.
Yeah, we don't have much choice.
No notes, no research, just
Phones are dead, no internet.
just whatever this is.
It feels
the-
it's my bluff phone.
Feels a bit apocalyptic.
The phones are dead. There's no internet?
Yeah.
What is going on? And to make matters worse, my arm is killing me.
You hurt.
Something must have happened when we...
What happened?
Wait, do you even remember? Last thing I remember was leaving the studio yesterday. And
Yeah.
then...
I vaguely remember packing up my stuff.
Yeah.
I remember it being dark. I remember thinking about what I wanted to have for dinner.
Maybe we should try and find the producers.
Yeah, maybe the producers.
Something's not adding up here.
Agreed. And we're about to go full on Scooby-Doo to figure out what's going on.
Right.
Let's
Something's not right.
grab the portable mics, document this whole thing.
Okay.
Just in case this turns out to be a really weird episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good idea.
And hold on.
Okay.
I need those bandages.
Bandages, good thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, mics are on.
All right, let's go explore it.
Bandages are in place. Let's go.
Okay, so we are in the hallway now.
Yeah.
And it is really dark.
It's eerily quiet.
Yeah, there are no lights on.
Yeah.
I think maybe the emergency lights are working.
Yeah.
But it is very dark.
It's like everyone just vanished.
This is seriously creepy.
It is.
Empty offices, no signs of life.
Yeah. What happened?
Where did everyone go?
Yeah, and what is with these doors?
What?
I can't get them open.
Let me try.
It's like they're blocked by
No way.
dirt.
It's solid.
dirt.
What in the world is going on?
I have no idea.
This is like something out of a movie.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
What do we do?
Where is that emergency closet again?
It's down this hallway next to the break room. I remember them saying they had enough supplies to keep everyone going for a while.
Let's go check it out.
This way, and let's try to stay calm. Panicking won't help us figure out what's going on.
Easy for you to say. You're the voice of reason in this situation. I'm over here wondering if I have enough snacks in my bag to last a week.
Humor is a good coping mechanism. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
But let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. Here's the emergency closet. Let's see what we've got. Wow. First aid kit check. Water filtration system check.
Okay.
A hand crank weather radio.
Mm-hmm.
Who even knows how to use those anymore?
It's a good backup in case of a power outage, which it seems we might be experiencing. And look, there's a satellite phone.
Oh, wow.
We might be able to get a message out if we can get it working.
Okay, that's good news. Wait a minute. There's a whole shelf dedicated to food rations.
Wow.
And look at this. Enough bottled water to last a month.
It seems they were taking preparedness seriously. This is impressive.
They even have a roof access hatch. Seriously, what is going on?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Using that hatch should be a last resort.
Okay.
We need to gather more information before even considering going outside.
Okay.
Who knows what we might find out there.
You're right. Safety first. But I have to admit, I'm feeling a little trapped right now.
Yeah.
At least we won't go hungry or thirsty anytime soon, thanks to whoever stocked this closet.
Let's focus on getting that satellite phone working. It's our best bet for getting help and figuring out what's happening outside.
You're right. Okay, let's see if we can figure this thing out. It looks pretty complicated.
Don't worry, I'm sure we can manage. Let's see, we need to find the power button and then wait a second, look.
What?
The lights on the phone just flickered.
This is a roller coaster of weirdness.
Yeah.
But hey, at least we have a way to contact the outside world now. Let's send a message and see what happens.
Okay.
To anyone who can hear us, HELP. We're trapped in the studio and we don't know what's going on.
Remember, clear and concise communication is crucial in an emergency.
Right.
Include our location,
Ah,
the situation as we understand it,
okay.
and any details about the building that might be helpful.
Right, you're right. Okay,
Oh.
I'm sending a more detailed message now.
Okay.
This is so surreal.
While we wait for a response, let's double check the supplies
Okay.
and make sure we haven't missed anything important.
Did I mention there are blankets and sleeping bags in here too? We could practically camp out in this closet,
Yeah.
although I'm not sure I want to be here that long.
Okay, this is a serious situation, even if we are well supplied.
Okay.
We need to stay alert and aware of our surroundings.
Right. Sorry. Okay, back to business.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we need to think about?
We should check the building for any potential hazards, especially given the strange circumstances.
Yeah.
Is there anything that could pose a risk?
We should probably secure anything loose that could fall and cause injury. And maybe we should familiarize ourselves with that roof hatch,
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Exactly. It's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared in an emergency.
Right.
Let's start with securing any potential hazards,
Okay.
and then we can check out the roof access.
Okay, you check for loose objects, and I'll go see what the deal is with that roof hatch.
Mhm.
Teamwork makes the dream work right.
Indeed it does, especially in situations like this.
Oh my gosh, I just got a message back. It says, message received. We are aware of your situation. The building has fallen into a sinkhole. Emergency services are on their way.
A sinkhole? Are you serious?
That's what it says. What in the world is a sinkhole?
Well, remember when we talked about the shifting rocks during earthquakes?
Yeah.
Sometimes those shifts can create underground cavities.
And the building just fell into one of those cavities.
So essentially, yes, it's a rare occurrence.
Wow.
The building's structural integrity is likely what's keeping us safe at this moment.
So emergency services are coming. We're going to be okay.
That's what the message says. And remember, we've documented everything with these mics.
Right.
This audio could be helpful later on.
You know, for someone stuck in a building that's fallen into a sinkhole, you're remarkably calm.
Panic won't solve anything, Clear. Thinking and preparedness are our best allies right now. And besides, we're going to be fine.
You're right. Deep breaths, we're going to be fine. Although I am kind of curious, what exactly does one do when they're rescued from a sinkhole? Do they lower a giant basket? Do we get to ride in a helicopter?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
Let's just focus on the present and wait for the professionals to arrive.
Okay, but seriously, if there's a helicopter involved, I'm calling dibs on the window seat.
You're incorrigible.
Hey, a little humor never hurt anyone. Besides, it's better than panicking, right?
You have a point, and this whole experience is a powerful reminder for our listeners to be prepared for the unexpected.
Absolutely. You just never know what life might throw your way. But if you're prepared, you can handle anything.
That's the key takeaway here. Preparedness isn't just about having supplies. It's about having the knowledge and the mental fortitude to face any challenge.
So, dear listeners, what have we learned today? Always double-check the earthquake rating of your studio.
And never underestimate the power of a well-stocked emergency kit.
Well, folks, we'll keep you updated on our unusual situation. Stay tuned for part 2 of this deep dive, where we'll hopefully have more answers and maybe even a rescue story to tell.
Until then, stay safe. And remember,
Always be prepared.